everyone, welcome back to the channel. For this video, we will be opening up another box. Now this box just came in today. This is the box that I was telling you guys that was running around in the metro for a while now, maybe 3 days, going from one city to another, then coming back here in Quezon City, and then finally finding its way to me. Hopefully this is the right package. Open it, and then we get more of our bubble wrap, and you could already see it's a kingdom pack. It's a kingdom box. Is it is it leader class? I'm not. Is it? I forgot what class this is. It's either Voyager or a leader class. I'm just really not sure which. Box is damaged. Really do not care that much. This a bit smooshed. So here we go. We are gonna be taking a look at. You could already see that there's a bunch of parts that have been untabbed. Hopefully, just because of the way it was shipped and not because it's repacked. This is the Kingdom War for Cybertron Cyclonus. You can see already on the packaging, very nice illustration of Cyclonus, and in his spaceship form. I come full circle. I started my collection with a Cyclonus given to me by my friend 5-6 years ago from the Combiner War set, Combiner War series for the Prime Wars trilogy, and now I have brand new, more G1 86 movie accurate. I have a sneaking suspicion that some of the G1 figures that are in Kingdom were supposed to be part of the Studio Series 86 line. You have Galvatron and this Cyclonus figure. Alright, so let's open him up. Hi. Now you see him entangled in his placeholder, so that there is no cutout for his box. It's just there floating. So let's free him. I have scissors here. Free him. His hands are still. Alright. And now we have freed him from his box prison. Oh yeah. For the packaging on the side, you could also see that nice Kingdom promo artwork, and at the back is some product shots, CG rendering of him in his robot form and in his spaceship form. Alright, so that's enough about the box. Alright, so it was just untabbed loosely. He is a very blocky figure, a very G1-esque looking figure. Yeah, you could it's on a double hinge, so we could actually he he really has the aesthetic of a G1 figure. He comes with a single accessory, which is his gun. This is wrong. There we go. I would believe that this figure would be light is too. Would not find itself out of place with your Studio Series 86 figures. He really does look like he's part of that line instead of the Kingdom line. Why do I say that? Because of the clean sculpt. He is not as detailed tool wise. I mean, there's not much sculpting going on with his like this part. Essentially, he is a smooth sculpted robot, very much like a G1 robot. To illustrate more what I'm saying, I'll be getting two examples from both lines. This is a hot rod from the SS86 line. While there is also a bit of tooling here, but you could see that it is not as much tooling as Inferno here from the War for Cybertron line. Tooling meaning those little panel lines. Mr. Hot Rod here is riddled with those, and they look awesome because they add a depth of details to the figure. While Hot Rod here, while he sports a bit of panel lining himself, is not as much as a War for Cybertron line would have, and it's more smoother looking and with some sparse panel lining on his forearms, elbows, but the chest area and the crotch area, that's why I'm saying Cyclonus here would slide really smoothly into the SS86 line, and I have a sneaking suspicion that he is supposed to be part of that line and was just bumped into the main line for some reason. Alright. Detail wise, he is a chunky robot, a chunky G1 robot, which everyone appreciates, I suppose. Head sculpt is a dead ringer for the bad guy. Comes with instructions on how to transform him. The card I got from his is, surprise, surprise, what do you think I got? Alright, I cannot remove it. Okay. It's another Optimus card. So the Optimus cards are catching up real quick to the Dinobot cards in their quantity. So I just wish that they'd just give us the card of the figure that we bought instead of having it random and then having one country get a lot of 4 cards and then some other country get a bunch of other cards. I don't know how that works. Figure is very well articulated. Head is on a ball joint attached to a neck that is on a hinge. So the ball joint allows a lot of emotive movement for the head, sideways motion, looking up, looking down, but the hinge on the neck also allows him full looking down and full looking up. Allows as well full rotation. He does have a, what they call that? Yeah, he does have, you can see that. Very nice light piping. Light piping. Something that we have been missing for quite a while now. Most of the figures do not feature that feature again anymore. But he does have that nice red light piping. He has waist swivel, awesome. Elbows, elbow bend. His shoulders allow him to raise it up sideways as much. Very good. And shoulders allow him to fully rotate it. Has a bicep swivel, a wrist swivel. Very good. And no ab crunch. Hips allows him to do the full splits. He can raise his leg up like so, forward and then as well as backward. Has a nice double jointed knee bend. Yeah, it's double jointed. Yeah, but that's the most amount of bend that it could produce. He has ankle tilts as well. Very tight ankle tilts, but he can do it. So all in all, very well articulated figure. He looks simple. Very large head as compared to Hot Rod here and Voyager Inferno. I think he's also a Voyager. I'm really not sure with how the scaling works right now, but he seems to be a Voyager. I will check upon on the internet after I've done this video, and I'll put it in the description box if this is a Voyager or this is a leader class, but I'm leaning towards a Voyager class. So very nice light violet ube color going on here with a splash of silver. I wish I have my Combiner Wars Cyclonus for me to show you how different a more accurate depiction from the animated series looks than the actual Combiner Wars Cyclonus that I have. This is a welcome addition for my growing Decepticon army. Very nice head sculpt. Like I said, he looks like he hasn't slept for quite a bit. The profile is also, the back is really clean. You can see that there are no hanging bits of stuff for his transformation, and the legs are all well filled out. The arms are all well filled out. No hollowness there except for the 5mm ports that you could use actually if you have a bunch of weaponizers, fossilisers, or modulators from all three of the parts of the Warfare Cybertron Trilogy. Okay. A lot of ports we could use for putting your weapons or other stuff. Also, a bunch of blast nipples here, so you could mount your effect ports. Do I have an effect part ready to use? I think I do. Wait. Okay. I have one here. So the effect parts you could get from either the Battlemasters or your one of your Titans or your Commander class figures. They usually have one of these. So those blast nipples you could use. So that it's like he got hit or something. And you could also, there is also a blast nipple there on the tip of his gun. So you just slip this on that, and now he looks like he is firing his weapon. There are a bunch of different blast effects Hasbro has given us. Hopefully they'll give us a blast effect pack separate, so they don't need to buy figures with it. So very, very happy with this robot form. He does look a lot like the one that appeared in the 86 movie, and I'm really happy. I'm sure this will scale well with your Scourge from this SS86 line, and the upcoming Galvatron from Kingdom line as well. And then you'll have all the baddies from that movie. So next thing is we'll transform it. Okay, now to transform him, what we do first is remove his gun. Now lift this piece and then rotate it so that he looks like the other thing on the other arm. And now he looks like Mega Man with a proton cannon. Right? Next, those wings. I did not show you this a while ago. You were supposed to flip that so that you'll have a smaller wing going on. Now you have to flip that open and using those double hinge. Like that. And there is a slot in there. I must say that there is a different feel for the plastic here. The plastic here feels like it's a bit more robust, a bit more stronger than the usual plastic. So now, rotate those arms first, and then unpeg those, and then peg those into his arms. So now we're done with the wings. Now we will fix his feet. Turn your figure around. Lift this piece up. Lift this up. You would think that this would accordion inside, but no. They would try to keep it away, as far away from the Combiner Wars transformation as possible. Okay, and then if you see, those knees are also on a double hinge. You just have to guide it inwards so that it collapses. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now that those are fully collapsed inside, now he will look like a midget. Now you could tab them together. And that's a very clean transformation actually. Simple but yet very clean transformation there. Now for his spaceship, spaceplane head, untab those shoulders from his torso. Open that up. Open also the back. So that's how he will look like. Flip this to reveal the nose cone of his spaceship, which is actually folded into two parts. So that's the first part, and then fold this as well, and then flip this out, cover this, and then close this part up, and then close this one. So you're almost done. Make him move forward a bit, and then rotate the entire the cockpit, and then you could tap that in. So you're basically almost done. Put this to the back, this to the back, and then there is another slot in there. You could peg that in, peg it in tightly, and now you have a sleek looking spaceship, Cyclonus in his spaceship form. It's a very nice transformation, very intuitive. Even if you do not, if you have not glanced at the instructions, I'm sure you could figure this out. It's not a very complex transformation, but it is a very satisfying way to transform the guy. He does look like the 86 movie. If you go under, there is also landing gear. They usually don't do this anymore. They just mold it. Though yes, the wheels are just molded, but that's a sculpted detail that they could have not. They could have opted to not place. There is also a front landing gear. Sorry, I do not have nails right now. I just cut them. And it does look nice. Yeah, you just have to peg everything. It looks very clean. And for storage in his out form, for his gun, you could just place it on top, and there you go. Very nice, very clean transformation. If you would look, there is no visible head. You could only see the torso, no splayed legs. Weirdly, the arms are there, but it's kind of well camouflaged as turbines. So yeah, very nice. Also, it features translucent glass for the cockpit, same color as his eyes. The spaceship is colored nicely. The separation of the darker purple and the silver parts, warm silver parts, are very nice. Pew pew. Very old looking spaceship, very much in line with the 86 movie. So that is Voyager class Cyclonus from Kingdom War, from War for Cybertron Trilogy. Could have been an SS86 figure as far as I'm concerned. Very good figure. That is my look at it. That's my review. I like it. I very much like it. Even in his spaceship form, it is a very solid figure, very solid toy. So in its robot form and in its spaceship form, it's a good toy. So thank you for watching. Please do leave a like, share this with your friends, and if you have comments, questions, and suggestions, type them down below. And if you are so inclined, please do subscribe to the channel. And if you do subscribe, please do click on that notification bell so that you know when I'll be uploading other stuff. Thank you again for watching, and see you at the next video.